Okay, Pioneer WEGO2 with Cross DJ, that's our next containment. Cross DJ from Mixvibes, in this case on the PC, it's also available on the Mac. The good thing about this, Cross DJ officially supports the WEGO, so it maps all the information and all the functionalities already to it, so you can go here, browse, and then load tracks into the player, simply start playing the tracks. Also the scratching, so the reaction is pretty fast and as it should be. Effect section is there, it's working. Also the LED meters are there and working. That's something that we will not have on each and every platform, as you will see later on. Crossfader is also working. So that's the fine part. What's not so fine is actually the audio support. Because as you can see right now, I haven't connected my audio cable here to the Pioneer directly. And that is usually Cross DJ on the PC should support the Pioneer WEGO out of the box, also as an audio device. But somehow if I select it, it brings me an error message. So the only way I had to get this working was actually to use a split cable. So right now the audio comes out of the computer itself, so of the default sound card that the computer has. And that's of course only one stereo signal, so you have that issue with you know, defining where do I listen to my preview channel actually. So the way to do that, unfortunately, is to split your stereo channels into two mono channels and then use one for the main signal and one for the preview. For that to achieve, you need a split cable, and one of the popular ones is the one from Griffin. Which is actually made for that. So basically it takes your output from one cable and splits it into two cables. One is the main output, one is the preview, where you can then connect your headphones to. So Griffin is one of the providers. There are others out there as well, but that's a well-established one, and it's actually a good one, working one that I also use. And it's also not so expensive. Again, with that one comes the second issue, and that's actually the volume. Because now you cannot separately define the volume of the two channels, because actually your left and your right channel, so it's one volume that you have. So what you need to do is, in order to have the main stage, so the main signal being on the same volume all the time, you actually have to do something on your preview channel. And that brings us to the point that I would suggest you to buy a small headset amplifier, which is like this one. This is one also very well. It's I wouldn't say cheap, but it's actually not an expensive one. From Behringer HA400, which gives you 4 channels. You don't need 4 for now, but it's very. I mean, it's really entry level, so there's not much more you can do wrong with it. And it allows you to connect up to 4 headsets and headphones, and each of them has its own possibility to decide on the volume. So you take the output, the headset output from the split cable, insert it into your headset amplifier, and then again you can control your volume. So that's the good way to deal with that situation where you have that. The good thing is the mix control between the output of the main signal mixed together with your headsets, with your previous signal, that is still working. So that's a good one. However, you have to configure Cross DJ to use split output, which is one of the default settings you can do there. So Cross DJ for with the WEGO in general, working really cool, working well, does all the things, is fast enough, and so on. So that's really good. It does unfortunately not support the audio output, although it should be. So hopefully there comes a new update which solves that issue. But until now, that's like a 50% go.